later, so I hung the phone up. Well, then I called Jason to call the insurance man to find out if they were covered, and he said, I'll call you right back. So he called me back. Yes, they are covered. Okay, so we go do our license check.
After I told you not to let
You never said not to let them drive.
Yes, I did.
You never told me that.
Well, it's easy for you to say, I told you not to let them drive, but we're not going to debate all this.
You never said that they couldn't drive.
Okay.
You said they weren't on the insurance.
It's still, you're suspended.
So then we put them in the vehicle. We went and done a license check. All right. So these guys pull up. And the mayor says, well, come on over here and let me talk to you. And Mr. Joe was recording the whole thing.
I wasn't.
So, well, I was recording the whole thing.
Well, good.
So then he says, what part of not letting them drive don't you understand? So I said, you didn't say not letting them drive. All you said was, they're not on the insurance. And I called the insurance man and they're covered. And he said, no, they're not. And Joe said, he said, well, you know who he is. And Joe said, I don't know who he is. He said, yeah, you do. So he said, well, you need to do away with your roadblock. Come on up here and meet me and Joe at the police department. So I did. Now he's saying, all right, well, you're suspended. But for what?
I told you for what? I told you for what?
What attorney say, Mr. Joe?
He said he can fire you, suspend you, or whatever, pending the next council meeting, the new council. If they want to hire you back, they can. If they don't want to, they ain't got to. Whatever they want to do.
Okay.
And I ain't wanting to fire you. I'm just suspending you.
For what?
For for not.
Yeah, why don't y'all grow up and
Hey,
quit
Ricky,
being this
Ricky,
way?
Why don't he do what I told him?
Well,
And
if
then,
you
and then,
if
and
you
I know
said
you're
there,
recording me,
yeah,
and I don't want
Yeah.
you recording me.
I don't care.
Well, it don't matter. You can record it. If it's allowed to say it here, then you can make him step out. This is city property.
Are you giving legal advice?
Huh?
You giving legal advice?
I'm
I just
telling you.
making sure you wasn't giving legal advice since you're not a lawyer or a police officer.
Well,
he made us
step out a while ago, so
Well, he hadn't made me step out, so
Regardless of the fact, though.
since he made you step out,
I expect when I tell an employee to do something, I expect them to do it.
you realize you're making a fool out of yourself when you got beat and because you're playing sour grapes.
By the way, he called Jason and discussed this with Jason before he done anything.
Okay.
But here's my thing right here.
I don't
And
care.
this-
Y'all all making it look
this
like
is-
the have
This is
free
my
ring
question.
circus.
This is what I want.
You're making it look like
No, I'm recording y'all what y'all do.
Yeah.
I can't write a script for such stupid crap.
And here's another thing. Why would he call you out here for disciplinary action for him?
No, it's not this, Mary.
Yes, sir.
It's making you accountable.
Robert,
No.
it's because y'all have acted
No.
stupid and
I've not bothered
stupid and
him.
stupid.
I've
This
not
whole
bothered
council.
him the first time.
That's right. You
I'm
have.
not.
Not even on things that you need to be contacting me about. Okay?
What do you mean?
Robert,
Whenever
Robert.
Did you take care of the chickens?
I did.
Good. So see, that's all
But-
I don't ride you. I've never rode you, never tried to. I've never tried to be anything but polite to you. But tonight, you're suspended.
That's fine.
it's all right, because November 3rd, you're
It don't
gone.
matter. It
That's
don't matter.
So,
It don't matter.
That is
How long
fine.
are you suspended?
A week.
so who's gonna contact the troopers to see if they're gonna work your rec?
I will.
Okay.
When should I expect the notice in writing?
Monday morning.
Okay.
So
And you suspended him because,
for insubordination,
or what was the insubordination?
not doing as I told him
And
to.
you told him to what?
I told him not to let nobody drive them trucks tonight.
Did you say that or say they wasn't covered on insurance?
I said they wasn't covered on the insurance. I
Okay,
didn't believe
so
it.
there's a difference between
No,
covered on
they didn't say
insurance.
No, you're trying to twist my
No,
word.
I'm trying to get it straight because I know
Listen,
how.
Listen, Rick, let me get it straight for you.
Okay,
He told me that who was gonna be riding with him tonight. I said, I don't know if they're on the insurance. I said, but whether they, it don't matter to me. That trucks don't need to be driven by no reserve. A police vehicle.
is that what you said or is that you said they're not covered on insurance? Now let's
I
get
said
straight.
they're not covered on insurance,
Okay.
not to let them truck, not to let nobody drive.
But if
their
they're covered
vehicles.
on insurance,
It still don't matter. I told him not to let nobody drive them vehicles.
There's a difference saying don't drive versus they're
I
not
told
covered.
him both.
Okay.
Charles, I'm gonna tell you, like, he's sitting out there, him, you don't need to argue with Ricky.
I'm not.
I mean, he's an idiot to start with.
You're the definition of an idiot.
Ricky, do you know how many times you've misquoted and you called me a liar?
All right, didn't say it exactly how you want to say it.
You said, I believe and I didn't read it, I just had 1,000 people call me about it. You said that I called Charles Ward and told him we didn't have any police in Kinsey, we needed them to work rec for us, and that's a lie.
Who did?
And that never happened.
Who did?
I called Charles Ward and told him we were down to one officer, and if we didn't have an officer on duty, would they work recs for us? And he said he would. And then the other night, when Tommy jumped up in the meeting, let me finish. Then Tommy jumped up in the meeting and said, Joe Watson called the troopers and said this, this, and this. And I said, Tommy, that's not entirely correct. Quote unquote, it's on your website. I've looked at it more than once. I said, it's not entirely accurate, is what I said. And I didn't say anything else. And you said, Joe Watson denied that he called the state troopers. And you put that in an article. Now, you never called me once and said, you and I are friends, or I thought we have been.
We have been. I'm just tired
said,
of the games Kinsey's playing, battle back and forth and back and forth. And I even called, had somebody about whether you could vote or not vote. And I put what the story was, what the truth was.
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
I know what the answer to that was. I knew that night when it happened. I knew the answer to it.
Well, you act like you didn't, but I found out what the answer was. But
Well,
I text, just for your information, I had my text from Charles Ward where I text him. So I know what the story is from Charles Ward's standpoint.
Well, maybe you need to call it. What did you ask Charles Ward? I'd like to
I
see
have to
it.
go back to the text messages, but I've got the text messages where I text him. And I asked him,
What did you ask him?
have you been contacted by Kinsey about working the wrecks? And that they had no officers to work the wrecks. And I explained to him about the driving the car 10 miles outside the city limits. And that the mayor turns around and goes, no, you can't drive them out of the city limits, period. And got an officer that lives 0.8 of a mile, because I clocked it one night when I was coming back from Abbeville.
I don't doubt that.
So,
but I think I'd say it pretty well.
Y'all just, it's childish.
We took, it wasn't only him that didn't get to drive his truck home.
Yeah, but it's childish.
Well,
And that's what y'all been playing since the election is children.
I'm gonna be